Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to make a video that's a little more positive, so here are my top 5 favorite YouTubers to watch during Halloween. At number 5, we have Markiplier. Over the years, he became more well known for his horror playthroughs, and some of his playthroughs are like my favorite versions of them. And this includes Frambeau, At Dead of Night, Resident Evil, and The Evil Within. At Dead of Night specifically just is very Halloweeny to me, and that's mostly because when he was first playing it and releasing the videos, I was at college and it was like my first time really being by myself for most of the haunt season. And I was just like, this is how I will celebrate Halloween this year. I'll just watch Markiplier and I'll watch At Dead of Night. And now every year since then, I just rewatch it. So yeah, number 5, we have Markiplier. At number 4, we have Sirimiri ASMR. So this channel is horror ASMR, which you would think is some sort of oxymoron, but it's not. It's just a style of video of this point. Now, the thing with Sirimiri ASMR is, first of all, it's just really good in general. Okay, her voice is fantastic. She has like pretty good acting skills overall. She's gorgeous just on top of that. Like, that's not a necessity, but it's very much a plus. I am low-key jealous of her, let me tell you. But her channel and her videos overall are pretty good. They're pretty great. She does a lot of role plays, and such as this one, where she'll ask you questions to figure out if you're psychic, or a lot of times you are not human, and she will be training you on how to act like one because you're actually some sort of SCP or ghost or something of that nature, or it'll be a cranial nerve exam, except everything's slightly off, where there will be
weird audio
in the background, or you'll notice that you're in a jail cell and you're like, what happened? Something like that. She has this ongoing series right now where she is a mortician, and there are these things called the uprights, which is when you die, but you sit upright, and then after a while, you just take in a big breath and you crawl back from the dead. So, very good ASMR. You can fall asleep to it. It's mildly upsetting, but overall, great channel. Highly recommend it. And it is fairly new. So, the fact that she is this talented, pretty like right off the bat, you can tell she's probably going to go far. And number 3, you have Game Grumps. So the Game Grumps in October do this thing called Ghoul Grumps, where they play a lot of horror games or just Halloween games in general. My favorite like playthroughs that they do is Bad Ben, Dead Rising, Harvester, and PT. Bad Ben is a short one-shot video. It's very funny. I've watched it twice, almost 3 times this year. Just this year, I've seen Dead Rising, like 1 and 2 or whatever. It was the game and then like the sequel. They played both. Harvester's really good, and I don't know. It's just like kind of weird and kind of gross and off-putting. And then they have PT. Out of the 2 people, Dan and Aaron, Dan is very afraid of horror games and just anything scary, and he panics and freaks out, and then Aaron will egg him on. So it's very like funny overall, but also a little mean. But Dan seems to freak out the most with PT. At number 2, we have Tron. Tron videos are just like the staple of Halloween at my house. You got your Goosebumps part 1 and part 2, the videos he has for Are You Afraid of the Dark, Howling 2, Real Ghosts. Not lying, 100% true. How my sibling kicked off Halloween for this year is by playing Tron's Clock Tower video. That's what we did. It was like, it's Halloween season, we need to bust out the Tron. Yeah, it's just, there's like whole Halloween playlist you can find. And then number 1, my favorite YouTuber to watch during the Halloween season is the Carpetbagger. So the Carpetbagger is this guy who travels across America, and he just goes to different tourist traps, and that's it. He goes to amusement parks, he goes to fairs, museums. He has this rule called the museum rule, where if anything says the word museum, and it's just then he has to go to it, right? Yeah, he goes to all these different places. So he goes to Trans World, which is this big convention for people who make haunted houses, and dark rides, which are like roller coasters, but you're in a dark confined space, and they're usually like spook houses of some sort. He also goes to the Hollywood Horror Nights. He like I said, he goes on a bunch of dark rides. He actually has this goal to ride like every dark ride in America, and he goes to different haunted houses. So if you're ever just like, I want to go somewhere, have like a little vacation, but you're not quite sure where you want to go, then you can check out his videos. And then another thing is that he may go to some places that seem a little bit pricey, but a lot of the places he goes to are like free. Like he goes to free museums. He goes to places that are more likely that a regular person could go to, or at least that's what I get off of it. So yeah, guys, that's the video for today. Remember, you can check out Markiplier, Sirimiri ASMR, Game Grumps / Ghoul Grumps, Tron, and the Carpetbagger. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.